With Honkai Star Rail 1.1 in full swing, we've been given a bit more information on some characters that were mentioned in the story so far with the new questline, Punklorde Mentality. Hello Trailblazers, I'm Min7 Specters, and today we'll be going a lore dive into the mission as well as connecting a few dots to the story as a whole. So let's go and get started. Before we begin, I want to preface with a spoiler warning. If you're not done this mission, I highly suggest you pause this video and complete it, then come back because I'll be referencing parts of the mission as we go along. Alright, let's get started. After talking to Arlen, we're invited to meet a special guest of lead researcher Asta, who is scheduled to arrive in a few minutes to the space station.
Look at the time. The guest is almost here. If you're curious, just follow the crowd. Miss Asta and I will be there soon.
Wow, it's the first time I've seen such a spectacle.
Even the top brass.
So this visitor is... Get ready.
Hypothesis. Thought always precedes word. And yet, I can't find the words for this moment. It's good to see you, Asta.
Enter Screwllum, who we'll cover in a little bit. A bit later, we're teamed up with Leonard, a member of the cybersecurity team on the Herta station.
Strange. It should be around here somewhere. Maybe it's hidden inside Madame Herta's portrait. Huh? Do you need something? If you're looking for the front desk, just go straight through those doors. Such a concerned and responsive tone. You must be the one everyone's been talking about recently. Your kind-heartedness is famous throughout the space station. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Leonard, a cybersecurity engineer here at the space station. You probably know that this place was recently attacked by the Antimatter Legion. In the chaos, the master control system for each zone was paralyzed. Now that the station is being rebuilt, my job is to repair equipment and restore the space station's cybersecurity. But during the repair process, I discovered some anomalies. The access records show that a third party other than the Legion invaded while the master control system was paralyzed. Some have surmised the same as you. We suspect that it may have been the Stellaron Hunters. It's an elusive group and very dangerous. Every member is on the IPC's wanted list. They include a super hacker from Punklorde. I'm ashamed to admit that I've lost to her once before. A while ago, I discovered her whereabouts during a screening process. I was planning to follow the clues to find more details about her, but I fell into her trap. Can you guess what happened next? She reverse hacked my device, sent out a bunch of spam, made a video game open to the space station, and told everyone that an idiot named Leonard made a big silly mistake. Ugh, I don't want to think about it. Now that everything is calmed down, I thought they'd be on my case already. The silver lining? Madame Herta was generous enough to allow me to continue investigating this matter. Hence, my silver lining. You know Madame Herta. If she's really interested in something, it doesn't matter what anyone else says. To put it simply, the leaders have given me an opportunity. How could I not cherish it? If I can make up for my mistakes and do a good job, I may have a chance to prove myself. This time, I plan to start from inside the space station and see if I can find some clues to trace the intruder's steps. Maybe I can find the blind spot I missed before. I designed a decoding program. Look, it looks like a camera, but it's actually a detector. We should be able to find hidden clues with it. Just like this. That's, What are you talking about? This looks like... Oh, a drop of sweat? Unbelievable! Why would something like this be in the space station? The staff wouldn't even dare scribble on the wall, let alone leave a drop of sweat! So this is what we're looking for? This suspicious evidence? It wasn't what I was expecting, but... Wait a second. Let me take a look. Oh, I see. This is electronic graffiti that appears to represent Punklordian symbols. If I'm not mistaken, this should be some kind of automatic encryption. We need to decipher it if we want to find any culpatory evidence. Ugh, you got me there. I got caught up in our conversation. I wasn't paying attention. Let me think. Maybe I've been under too much stress recently and I subconsciously want a friend. Anyway, if I were to find clues related to the Stellaron Hunters, wouldn't that be helpful to you too? Just do me a favor. It won't take up too much of your time. Here, just point it at the graffiti on the wall.
After defeating the enemy that appeared, I want you to listen to this part.
Is this a transmitter beacon? Oh, I see. She probably ran into the Antimatter Legion during the invasion, then used this beacon to teleport the enemies somewhere else. We accidentally activated the beacon again just now, and they were brought back. Jeez, Stellaron Hunters have the ability to stow enemies away like that?
Does this sound familiar? For those who remember, we're actually shown an example of this in action.
Cleaning up other people's mess isn't in my job description. You know, Kafka?
Yeah. Where did you send it, Silver Wolf?
Some random coordinates, not important. You care about where that Void Ranger ended up?
So yeah, Silverwolf can do this with relative ease. A bit later, we're shown the gun that rates a person from 0 to 100. Take a look at this.
There's this gun. It can rate any creature within its crosshair as a score from 0 to 100.
Doesn't sound very interesting.
Aren't you curious about how much you would score? I kinda wanna know mine.
A bit later, we're headed to the simulated universe room to find Herta and Screwllum talking.
What Runmei said to you, but there's no chance we're shutting down the simulated universe.
Herta, I've made my decision. Question: what have we invested into this project? Hundreds of system hours, the resources of an entire planet, and the most advanced technology in the entire universe. And what have we gotten in return? Unknowns, confusion, and a series of errors. In the beginning, we defined the simulated universe as a miniature world that could be used to discover the traces of the eons. But now, it's become something far removed from its original purpose.
The simulated universe is bound to make errors. You said that yourself, and that's exactly what we're experiencing. Why is that a problem all of a sudden?
I adore the vast amount of knowledge, but I cannot accept that the simulated universe remains simply a pending contract waiting to be attended to. Herta, think about it. How many surprises has this project given you? And how many disappointments has it given you?
The simulated universe never disappointed me. You are what disappoints me, Screwllum. Do you really think of yourself as someone so exceptionally amazing? Right now, you're more like someone from the Nitwit Society.
Herta, I don't mean to question you, nor do I want to deny the hard work you've put forth for the simulated universe. I just want to give more room for knowledge and inspiration to grow freely.
That's enough. Leave if you don't want to be part of this. Go tell the other two yourself. Oh, and take your tech with you. I don't need it. I can go find Adrian Taylor, or the red-nosed old man from Epsilon, or even the Intelligentsia Guild. At least they won't quit halfway. Ugh. Screwllum, we've known each other for a long time. This is the first time I feel that you're nothing but a piece of ice-cold
For those who
metal.
aren't aware, the simulated universe was created by 3 members of the Genius Society. Take a look.
Member 76 of the Genius Society, Screwllum. I've known him for a long time. He's a really good man, a gentleman with an exceptional mechanical mind. I've learned a lot from him. Recently, I have been working with him and Ron May on a project. I hope this project can help us get closer to the greatest mystery of the universe.
Before jumping into the Punklorde cartridge, we're actually given a visual on what it actually looks like. It's one of the curios that you can get while doing your simulated universe runs.
It is a joy and an honor to have the opportunity to face off against you once again.
When Screwllum talked about encountering Silver Wolf, we actually get a perspective from her view of what went down.
Hey, Silver Wolf, look. It's Screwllum, your good old opponent.
Huh? I told you already. I didn't know it was him.
Oh, that battle was how Alio got his eyes on you. Imagine someone actually able to crack Screwllum's code. First Screwllum, then Herta. There's probably no one else in the universe who offended 2 genii in such quick succession. It must be destiny.
Seems like I'm the real Destiny slave here.
And that's all the connections I saw when going through the mission. Did I miss anything? Comment down below, and I'll see you later, Trailblazer.